Budget Bunny here. Today is December the 12th, and I'm just going to give you a quick Ella health update. I'm sorry that there hasn't been an update on Ella in a few weeks, but her health has actually been good, so I just there haven't been really ups and downs or a lot of updates to give. But basically, since the last video, I had been doing quite a bit of research and really thought that she had a calcium deficiency. Now, this would make perfect sense. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you would see I post every day or every other day little updates on Ella. So you would know already that I was leaning towards a calcium deficiency because after she suffered her 2 last strokes, which were about 3 weeks ago now, she laid an egg a few days later. And when an egg-laying bird has a calcium deficiency, they suffer a lot of the symptoms Ella has. If they don't have enough calcium in their body to produce a good egg, they'll actually take from their bones, which would produce these little episodes that she's having where she's losing the ability to use her feet, general weakness in her feet because her body would be taking her calcium from her feet, basically, her bones. And it can also cause strokes and seizures and things like that. Now, the problem when I brought it up with the vet was that her original x-ray didn't show that her bone density was really weak. However, I felt like, that could be just the beginning stages of a calcium deficiency and would make sense on why a couple of her eggs didn't develop properly. And as well, her swollen bum lower abdomen area doesn't account for a calcium deficiency either. So when I talked to the vets about it, they said, however, having her on a low-level calcium supplement wouldn't do her any harm. So we've put her on calcium glutamate, and she's been on it for almost 3 weeks, and she's going to be on it for a month, possibly longer. We're seeing kind of how she does. Since we've put her on the supplement, I haven't noticed there certainly haven't been any episodes, any more strokes, and her feet are staying in formation more, so I think that it's actually doing quite a bit of good. Now, the other thing was the vets were leaning more towards something called Bornavirus. Bornavirus is an avian disease. It is airborne, and it can lay dormant in birds for years. So there are some birds that don't show these symptoms for like 15 years and all of a sudden it pops up. So they were thinking Bornavirus because a lot of her symptoms fit, but not all of her symptoms fit. Of course, we don't want it to be Bornavirus. It's a very scary disease because there's no cure and it's terminal. So what they have found with studies is that Medicam helps to kind of minimize the Bornavirus symptoms. So what we did was for 10 days, we were treating her with both the calcium glutamate and the Medicam. And then after the 10 days, because that gave the Medicam a chance to get in her system, we stopped treating her with the Medicam. And basically what we were waiting to see was if the strokes returned. If they returned, that would be a pretty good indication that the Medicam was what was helping her, and that would point us more in the direction of Bornavirus. But because it's been almost 2 weeks now that we've been off the Medicam and she hasn't had another episode, thank goodness, this means that we're probably on somewhat of the right track with the calcium supplement. Now, both a calcium deficiency and Bornavirus can be confirmed through blood work, but my vet and I are pretty hesitant to do blood work. We're trying to just treat things instead and see how that goes, just because blood work, as I've mentioned before, in such a small bird is pretty risky. As you guys know, if you watched my previous updates, when we did go ahead with the blood work to check her organ function, it did send her into another episode, and we just want to make sure that we're not doing any further damage or causing something that is irreversible with her. So that's why right now we're just trying treatments instead and seeing how those things go. The other problem with this is that it still doesn't account for her swollen bum area. So that is something that I'm still noticing with her. So kind of some other things that I've looked at are hernias in birds. Now, unfortunately, because of her size, it would take a surgery to fix a hernia if this were the case. However, we can't put her under for that, so that's a little scary. It's not anything that I've really further discussed with the vets. At this point, what I'm thinking is the reason we can't find any kind of condition that matches all of her symptoms is because perhaps she has two different things going on. So in the meantime, we're really enjoying having normal Ella back. It's been such a relief to see her playing with her toys, hanging upside down, flying around. We haven't had any more eggs to worry about. And like I said, we haven't had any recurrence of strokes or scary episodes or anything like that. So the only other thing that I wanted to say quickly is thank you so much to everyone who has contributed to Ella's fundraiser. We're already at a little over a quarter of the way of our goal. I know that not everyone can donate, but I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate all of your love and support, and to all of those that were able to contribute, thank you so much, because it's really helped us just kind of alleviate some of that financial stress that her bills have put on us. And it also makes it easier to continue treatment with her because I don't have to worry so much about the expense of further medications or if we have to do any more testing, that kind of thing. So that's it for today, guys. Just wanted to give you a quick, brief update on the goose's health. I'm so glad that I could make this such a positive video. It has been so great just seeing her happy lately. And thank you again to everyone who's kept Ella in your thoughts and prayers and for your contributions to Ella's Fund. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.